As a business leader, the fundamental challenge you face, independent of the industry you're in, whether you're in pharmaceuticals or finance or software development, what do your customers want? It's about ultimately being out there and understanding again and again and again how your solution improves the lives of your customers. And that's a very knowledge-intense challenge. This specific human knowledge, this domain expertise sits in the minds of people scattered around the world. Customers, distributors, former executives, people who have accumulated expertise in a specific area, but they're disconnected from the need for that expertise, which could be halfway around the world, an investor or decision maker somewhere else. Our industry, the knowledge on demand industry, sits at the center of the emerging and rising knowledge economy because we're about very, very quickly connecting knowledge from one place to people seeking that knowledge in another place around the world, across industries, across borders. And when you think about the ability to leverage that huge source of knowledge that is now underutilized because it's scattered and locked up in millions of minds around the world, and we bring this together and make it available to our clients within hours of them asking us specific questions or expressing to us whom they seek to speak with, that is accelerating progress.
Our product and technology teams are continuously evolving our data model and our client platform to provide experts that are ever more targeted in greater numbers and speed, and that's what our clients increasingly expect from us. We have a structured knowledge graph which sits at the heart of our data model. That's a map of the world's knowledge, which experts know exactly about which companies and which topics. We fuel that with tens of thousands of human validated data points that we're collecting every day, and that's what enables us to serve our clients instantaneously. That essentially helps them power their own businesses, and in doing so also helps the broader economy.
One of our investment management clients was in the final stages of making an investment in a consumer-facing AI chatbot. And unexpectedly, an open source AI app was released to the public, and our client needed to rapidly reassess the potential risks of their investment. They were working on a very tight timeline. They had just 48 hours to make this decision. So within minutes of receiving that brief from our client, we were able to deliver transcripts of expert calls that their peers across the broader investment community had completed in just the few days prior. We were also able to conduct a broader survey across a relevant array of experts to allow them to validate their thesis further. Ultimately, the partnership between the client and AlphaSights in this instance allowed our client to access uncodified knowledge in a very rapid timeline and allow them to better understand the risks of open source generative AI on the potential investment that they were considering.
If you think about the automotive industry, the biggest trend is the electrification of automobiles, and every automaker is thinking about how they can successfully enter that space. There's so much information out there about the EV market and data that you can kind of look up and rely on to try to help make decisions. But if you put yourself in the shoes of one of our clients, a traditional luxury automaker, they have very specific questions that they need to answer for themselves. How do we project manage such a huge transformation across our company? How do we prioritize innovation? What peripheral roles should we be hiring for that are going to help us hit challenges head on and move fast through them? There are engineers, scientists, lawyers, executives who have built some of the most successful EV operations and plants in the world, and being able to connect those people to our client in a really short amount of time allows them to really capitalize on the opportunity they have in front of them by learning from how these folks have done it in the past.
It's a very inspiring mission we believe we're on, which is to make this knowledge that is locked up in people's minds, make that available and leverage it to drive progress and innovation and ultimately create a path towards a better future.